calculated value, then we say F is equal to TRMS divided by RMS, right? So what is TRMS? TRMS is known as treatment mean square. TRMS is known as treatment mean square, while the RMS is known as what? Residual. RMS is known as residual mean square, right? So how do we get the TRMS, which is treatment mean square, class? So the treatment mean square is calculated as TRXS over K minus 1, right? So the TRMS is calculated as TRSS over K minus 1. And also, please, TRSS is the same thing as treatment sum of square. Treatment sum of square. Treatment sum of square. While the K minus 1, which is constant, is equal to degree of freedom for treatment, right? Is equal to degree of freedom for treatment, right? That the calculation for F test is F equal to treatment mean square divided by residual mean square. And the treatment mean square is calculated as TRSS, which is treatment sum of square, divided by the degree of freedom for treatment, right? So TRSS is the same thing as treatment sum of square divided by K minus 1 is known as the degree of freedom for treatment, right? So how do we calculate the RMSS? Class. So the RMS is calculated as RSS over N minus K, right? So the RSS is the same thing as residual sum of square, right? It's the same thing as residual sum of square. While the N minus K is the same thing as degree of freedom for residual, right? So the N minus K is equal to degree of freedom of residual, right? And also take note, this big N here is the same thing as the total number of observation. The big N is the same thing as total number of what? Observation. While the K, let's say number of all observation. Why this K here is the number of treatment. You get to know what the treatment is all about when we begin to solve the example, right? So the K here is treatment. Is treatment, right? So which means the small n here, is different from the big N. So the small n here is the total number of the treatment or each treatment, while the big N is the total number of what? Observation given to us. Which means when you had the treatment 1, treatment 2, treatment 3, the total number of observation you have in all treatment is representing this big N. While the small n is only the observation given to you in each treatment. right? So remember that n minus k is the degree of freedom for residual, while k minus 1 is the degree of freedom for what? For treatment, right? So class, we can also go further that how do we now calculate the TRSS? Remember that the TRMS is calculated as TRSS divided by k minus 1, while the RMS is calculated as RSS, right, divided by n minus k, right? So how do we calculate TRSS now?